They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
Mm-hmm.
Shall not thy land be greatly polluted? For thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, says the Lord.
And that's what you don't understand. When you celebrate Christmas, you are playing the harlot. You are a spiritual whore when you deal with the Christmas tree and Christmas in general. You are playing the harlot. And God is telling you to return. But a lot of us don't want to stop being a prostitute. We want to keep on prostituting. You got to stop. You got to get rid of that idol. It's devil worship. Right? But skip down to verse 6 and continue.
The Lord said also unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel have done?
So have you seen what backsliding Israel have done? See, the reason why a lot of Christians miss these verses about the tree and tree worship is because when you first walk into the average Sunday church, they're going to tell you, you don't need to read the Old Testament. See, this stuff ain't in great detail like this in the New Testament. So they tell you don't read the Old Testament. Because if you read the Old Testament, you'll see not only is this stuff pagan, but God is condemning it. I'm trying to show y'all why they want to keep you out of the Old Testament. Because the Old Testament tells on the pagan practices of today. It reveals them for what they are. Satanic worship. But your preacher who has gone to school, who claims he reads the Bible, you can't see this? You can't see that Christmas is pagan? You mean to tell me you honestly believe that this educated man has never heard that Christmas is pagan? You mean to tell me you can go to a university or a college and major in a specific religion that you practice and know nothing of the history of it? Of course they know. But when you go to seminary school, this is what they tell you. This is the truth, and this is what's going to make you money. Now you choose which one you going to teach. Think about it. That's how they lay it out for you. But keep reading, big baby.
She is gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree.
She has gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree. Notice it keeps saying under the tree. I think it's ironic that it says under the tree, and that's where the presents be located at. And we're going to show you why the presents are located under the tree. That's even in the Bible. And it's called presents or gifts. That's in the Bible. But you got to be reading. You got to be doing a little bit of research. Go ahead and read.
And there have played the harlot.
And played the harlot. How are you playing the harlot? Because the Bible defines playing the harlot against God as you worshiping another God or dealing with another God. You are cheating on God when you deal with the Christmas tree. You're playing the harlot. And there's a lot of spiritual harlots out there right now. And the majority of them go under the banner of Christianity. The majority of them do. Go ahead and read. Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass through the likeness of her whoredom that she defiled the land.
She defiled the land and did what?
And committed adultery with stones.
And with what?
And with stocks.
With stocks.
Trees.
Committed adultery with stones and with trees. What trees? The Christmas tree, as we call it today. She committed adultery with stones and with trees. How do you commit adultery with a stone or with a tree? When you worship them. You commit adultery against God. Christmas is a spiritual, whorish holiday. That's what it is. And we got a lot of prostitutes walking around right now telling people, come to Jesus. Asking you, where my gift at? You don't want to do that. You follow what I'm saying? They're committing adultery with trees. That's what they're doing. If you don't think that's what you're doing, tell me, why do you have that tree in your home? Well, I just do it for tradition. Jesus said, why do you break the commandment of God by your own tradition? That's what you're doing. Well, it's not bad. It's not hurting the Bible. Does this sound like to you from what we're reading that it's not bad, that God is okay with this? Does this sound okay to God, to you? Of course it doesn't. But see, you don't want to give up your Christmas because that's an excuse for you to get free stuff and you like coming together with your family and it gives you a warm feeling. Exactly. All the stuff that Satan uses to deceive us, emotion. Emotion and money. If Satan can play on either of those two, he will get you in a second. And that's what Christmas is all about. Emotion and money. People are, Christmas is about Jesus. How is Christmas about Jesus? Somebody show me Christmas in a positive light in this Bible as related to Jesus. Somebody show me that. Well, the wise men, they came and they brought gifts to Jesus. That's why we give gifts. That is not why you give gifts. And if you know anything about history, people generally offered gifts to a king. They knew Jesus was a king and they brought him gifts as a king. Because they said, where is he that is born king of the Jews? The Bible tells you that people bought Solomon gifts. I don't see anybody using Kings, the book of Kings, to try to justify Christmas. People don't got no understanding of history. That's what you did. When you thought a king was great, you came bringing him gifts. Look at all the stuff the Queen of Sheba brought Solomon. It had nothing to do with a Christmas gift. Jesus was a king, and the wise men knew it, and they brought gifts. They came bearing gifts for their king. Nothing new about that, nothing uncommon about that, and nothing Christmas about that. You follow what I'm saying? But let's keep it moving. Let's go to Hosea, chapter 4. So they committed adultery with trees. Cheating on God with these trees. That's exactly what y'all doing who celebrate Christmas. And trying to justify it. We had a sister came in last week and we was trying to tell her that Christmas is a pagan holiday. It derives from pagans, which really means it derives from devils. Right? And she called us crazy and left the room. Y'all crazy and left the room. We crazy. And everything we saying, all you got to do is pick up an encyclopedia. Matter of fact, you don't even need an encyclopedia these days. Information is instantaneous on the internet. You can go to any search engine. Go to Yahoo, go to Google, go to YouTube, and just type in Christmas and pagan, and dozens upon dozens of videos will pop up with people proving this to you that Christmas is pagan. So it's everywhere, and it's in your Bible, but you don't know it. And the people that's bringing it to you, they're crazy. We're not crazy. You're crazy because you are committing adultery with trees. That's what you're doing. And we're going to show you about them gifts. Yes, the Bible mentions the gifts too. It mentions the gifts under the tree. Well, I ain't never read that, Josh. I didn't see that. I'm going to show it to you. If you didn't see it, I will show it to you. Be patient. I'm going to get you there. Hosea, chapter 4, and verse 6. And y'all know I don't say something in here unless I can back it up. Y'all know that. Hosea 4 and 6. Go ahead and read.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Boy, isn't that the truth? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. The very definition of the word ignorant. Or ignorance. That's what ignorance means. Lack of knowledge. Or you did not know. That's what ignorance means. My people are destroyed for ignorance. Go ahead and read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Because you have rejected knowledge. See, Israel were willingly ignorant. They didn't know and they didn't want to know. And that's how a lot of people are now. Like we were trying to tell the sister that came to the Power Talk room. Just stick around so that we can show you that Christmas is pagan. Y'all crazy and left. See, she was ignorant. We know she was ignorant because she said we were crazy. But she became willingly ignorant when somebody tried to show her and she didn't want to hear it. See, she condemned herself when she did that. See, at first she had an excuse. She just simply didn't know. But once she put out there that she didn't want to know, now the blood is on her hands. She has just condemned herself. Hopefully that sister will repent and learn the truth and leave this pagan practice alone. But right now, she in a world of trouble with the Most High, whether she knows it or not. Go ahead and read.
Then thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Since see that you have forgotten the law of your Lord, I will also forget your children. And modern day Christianity, as a majority, has definitely forgotten the law of the Lord. Matter of fact, they teach you don't even got to deal with it. So you know if you teach you ain't got to deal with it, you definitely don't forget it, right? But skip down to verse 12 and continue. Go ahead.
My people ask counsel at their stocks.
What are stocks?
Trees.
He said, my people ask counsel at their trees. I thought you were supposed to ask counsel of the Lord. That's what I thought. They was worshiping the tree. They even asked counsel of the tree. They went to the tree, praying to the tree, hoping it would give them advice. They were worshiping this tree. I told you, it's condemned throughout the Bible. He said, my people, Israel, ask counsel at their trees. They go to the tree, oh, great tree, what's going to happen in my life? Or what should I do? Keep reading.
And their staff declare unto them.
And their staff shows them that. The staff, by the way, sisters and brothers, just means a wand or a stick. Maybe now you can understand why these magicians have these magic wands. When I do my DVD movie about the sorcerers in the movies, I'm going to show you that all of them always have that wand at some point, and it goes all the way back to ancient times. But we ain't dealing with that. We dealing with the people asking counsel at their trees. You're supposed to ask counsel of the Most High God. Why are you going to a tree? I don't ask counsel of the tree. Maybe not. But you're thinking to it. That's exactly what you're doing. Go ahead and read.
For the spirit of whoredoms have called them to error.
It said the spirit of whoredoms has caused them to err. Why is it called the spirit of whoredoms? The spirit of whoredoms, because you are playing the harlot when you deal with this Christmas tree. You are a spiritual whore. That's what you are, right? The spirit of whoredoms has called them to err. Go ahead and read.
They have gone a-whoring from under their God.
They have gone from a whoring under their God. And what are they doing right now?
They sacrifice upon the tops of the mountains.
They do what upon the tops of the mountains?
Sacrifice.
And what else do they do?
And burn incense upon the hills.
They burn incense upon the hills. They do what upon the hills? Burn incense. I'm going to show y'all something. We getting there. Go ahead.
Under oaks.
Under what?
Oaks.
What are oaks?
Trees.
Under oak trees, and what else?
Under oaks and under poplars.
What are poplars? More type of trees. Go ahead.
And elms.
What are elms? More type of trees. They're burning incense and sacrifices under trees. Maybe now you understand why the Bible said they were playing the harlot under every green tree, because that's where the sacrifices were performed. Under the tree. We going somewhere with this. The sacrifices were performed where, big baby? Under the tree. With the Christmas tree, where are the gifts located? Under the tree. I'm going to show you that the two are the same in one. One moment, though. Did you finish that? Go ahead and finish that.
Because the shadow thereof is good.
Because the shadow thereof is good. You know, when a big old tree, you can stand under it, the shadow there is good. Big old opening for you to put all your sacrifices on it. Go ahead.
Therefore, your daughters shall commit whoredom, and your spouses shall commit adultery.
Therefore, your daughters shall commit whoredoms, and your spouses shall commit adultery. All this spiritual whoredom going on every year. Nobody's stopping. Nobody cares. All these so-called Christians who are supposed to be the so-called spiritual leaders of the world are actually leading us into all of this. You got all these prosperity preachers jump up. You need to get your money. Okay, if that's what you believe, fine. But why are you telling these people that Christmas is pagan? Why aren't you telling these people this? You mean tell them you don't know? You mean tell them you've never heard this? Of course they have. But these people are not really ministers of God. They are ministers of the devil. They want to keep you in darkness. This is the truth. You can see this. But notice it said, they burnt the incense under every green tree, didn't it? He named some trees in particular. Oaks, elms, poplars, didn't it, right? But let me show you something. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 12 and verse 1. Deuteronomy 12 and 1. Deuteronomy 12 and 1. This is what God told the children of Israel to do when they first were entering the promised land. God did not play about this. The world, as a majority, is in complete ignorance about this. Complete ignorance. All this tree worship we read throughout the Bible, this is all tree worship, isn't it?
you worship?
You asking counsel